Hi, Jim. My name is Jody Ann Stramiska. I'm an artist. You might know me from City Lights Gallery in Bridgeport, where I work part-time. I'm looking around the room tonight, and I'm taking note, if you don't mind me saying so, of the number of gray heads present in the audience. And this has caused me to decide to take a different spin on what I wanted to present to you tonight. I'll try to be brief. It's like this. I am 58 years old. I'm a dislocated worker. I have been looking for a job for over 3 years. What I'm finding is that age discrimination in today's workplace is a very real thing. Secondly, what I'm also discovering is that it's just totally absurd for the national minimum wage not to currently be set at $10.50 an hour, which is the 1968 minimum wage adjusted to current levels of inflation. On behalf of Ralph Nader's TimeForARaise.org, I came here tonight to say that it's time to push back against age discrimination in the workplace and to raise the $213 minimum wage to the $10.50 an hour 1968 minimum wage, given the rising cost of food, housing, and transportation in the Northeast Corridor.
Thank you. And I'm going to try to speed things up on my side a little bit because we've got a crew. But I will tell you, in the 4 years I've been doing this, my office, a week doesn't go by when I don't hear from somebody who was laid off at 58 or 59 and is having far more difficulty than younger people in getting employed. I have worked with colleagues to get DOL to look into incidences of age discrimination. It's pretty clear it's out there. And it's pretty clear we need to do more about it. On the minimum wage, there aren't proposals. Your facts are exactly right, by the way. The federal minimum wage has not grown with inflation. So as a result, it has, and if you make the minimum wage, I think you're living well below the poverty line now. So there is legislation in front of the Congress that at least that I'm aware of, but it's certainly something I would be happy to take a look at.
And if I may say also, I realize that the majority of constituents present tonight are from Fairfield. The two issues, or actually the minimum wage issue, is something which is especially pertinent to your constituents in Bridgeport, and I would welcome organizing a meeting with you at your office with some local constituents.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
My name is Kathy Mazzanti. I teach social studies at Tomlinson Middle School for about 30 years now. I want to thank Jim. He has come into my school to talk to the kids. He came in last year. That was great. Amy and Paul have helped me with the flood. My issue is more local, and I apologize for the people that have bigger issues, but to me this has been a big issue. I've been through 2 storms, Irene and Sandy. I've lost my house both times. I was out in Sandy for 2 months, and trying to teach 8th graders, you can imagine when you haven't had any sleep and you don't have a place, it's a little difficult. So my question to you, Jim, is, first of all, you've been great with the kids, educating them. Amy and Paul, every time I call the office, these insurance companies are horrible. They put you through hell. They make you enumerate things. They say, oh, we don't cover that because the new material is from today, we want to cover it from another year. And just one claim I have right now is 1.5 years old. It's from Irene. So the bottom line is, I'm calling, sending paperwork, they ignore you. It is disgraceful to be treated like this. And it's been 2 storms for me. And I just want help. I know, like I say, Amy and Paul has helped me, but I think we need continued help. And this is a flood zone here, and we've been out of our homes, and I know a lot of people have bigger issues, but it is a big issue because you lose your house and you have to rebuild, and FEMA gives you a hard time, my insurance company gives me a hard time, and it's just not fair, So I just want you to continue to address the issues that we have, especially in Fairfield, Milford, all the homes that have been affected by it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. much for your observation. I hope Fairfield, here we are in Fairfield. I think Fairfield, of the 17 towns I represent, I think Fairfield actually got hit the worst. I'll never forget that water.
You know, being 5 blocks in from the beach a week later. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the water was in my house for a week before I could get to it. By the way, the Army Reserves, they were so helpful. They brought me to my house after a week. I hadn't even seen it. I was just hoping it was still standing. They were excellent.
Good, good. Well, and also don't hesitate. Look, these insurance companies are regulated by the Connecticut State Commissioner of Insurance. It's actually not something that the federal government has jurisdiction in. So if it gets bad, raise hell with the commissioner. We saw, to the gentleman's point here, we saw some atrocious behavior on the part of mortgage banks when people were trying to get modifications. Similar deal. You know, people would send the paperwork, paper would get lost 4 times. Well, we can, if we make a phone call, we can try to help. But in this case, with insurance companies, you know, let us try to help. But it's also about the state regulators.